You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Gym, another edition of Panther Basketball sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Your home team, Medina Valley Panthers, hosting the Southside Cardinals. Medina Valley coming to the contest 1-6 in district play. Southside comes in at 5-2. This is the first game of the second round, which starts tonight. And Medina Valley, if they even want to sniff the playoffs, they're going to have to get a win here tonight. This is almost a must-win basketball game for the Panthers, and they're playing one of the top-heavy district leaders. The three leaders up top are Harlandale, McCollum, and Southside, so the Panthers have their work cut out for them. And Jeff, just watching them warm up, keys to the game, it looks like the Panthers have a little energy, look like they're fired up, ready to play. We just have to see how it transpires once the game goes.
So we're starting the second round of play. Things didn't go so well for the Panthers in the first round. I mean, let's be honest. But, you know, the positivities that I heard from Coach Montgomery last week were that they were in every game. They were just right outside of it. So, you know, it was a 2-point game here, a 3-point game here, and I don't remember what the score was last time they played Southside, but from what I remember, it was a fairly tight ball game.
Well, and you played them over there.
And you played them over there. It was your first game. The girls are, this is a young group. They're still gelling. There's only, what do we count out there, 8? There's 8 girls out there, Mario? There's 8 suited out. So Coach has got what he's got, and he's going, and we got 1:40 to go, and we'll see what they got tonight. Yeah,
and I'll go over the starting lineups, and then we're going to have to take a break for the national anthem. Starting lineups for the visiting Southside Cardinals: Michaela Flores, Allison Gonzalez, Natalie Esquivel, Gabrielle Davis, and Gabriela Galvan. For your home team, Medina Valley Panthers: Destiny Slaughter, Miranda Perales, Jasmazia Lee, Kyla Carter, and Torin Ruffin. And Torin Ruffin had a very good game last week for the Panthers against McCollum when McCollum traveled here. And Jeff, if you remember that game, Medina Valley fell behind big, came back and cut it to within 2 at halftime.
Yeah.
And then just kind of ran out of juice in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, they were held to, I think, 3 or 4 points in the third quarter.
So we're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to take a break and listen to the national anthem. We'll come back for the first tip when Panthers basketball continues in just a moment.
It's the biggest sale of the year at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado Crew Cab posted at $37,999, or get $5,000 off Equinox or $7,000 off Traverse. 1.9% financing available on new Chevrolets. Plus, get 2 years of no-charge oil changes and 1 year of unlimited car washes with all new Chevrolets. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We just had the national anthem and the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. We announced those already for you. So a little keys to the game. Jeff, keys to the game for Medina Valley to come away here with a win tonight.
First and foremost, they're going to have to limit second chance opportunities. And we talked last week about them being a little undersized. They're going to have to they're going to have to defend the first shot and not let them have second and third attempts.
Well, and we watched that last Friday, the game that Jared and I did. Medina Valley came out hot. They came out and raced out to an 18-point lead. And that was Panthers had one young man who, for his first 15 points, were 5 3-pointers. But then they tried to live outside and well run dry a little bit.
Yeah, and they got a little tired.
And the Legacy kept coming back, cutting it more and more, and finally took the lead midway through the third quarter. And the Panthers still held their own, but ended up not finishing the big lead and ended up losing. But tonight, Jeff, as we saw when Medina Valley played McCollum last Tuesday here, Ruffin had a good game underneath, but down the stretch, the Panthers, as you mentioned, Jeff, too many second chance points, too many long rebounds they gave to McCollum, and that's something they got to shore up tonight.
Maury, she can be a difference maker.
Oh, definitely.
She can be a difference maker.
And at one point she was. So let's see if she can carry that momentum and see if the Panthers can come away here with their second win in district. Number 14 will jump. That's Natalie Esquivel for the Cardinals, and the aforementioned Tori Ruffin for your Medina Valley Panthers. And we're ready to get this game started. Three-headed officiating crew tonight. Jump is won easily by Ruffin. Lee gets it off to Slaughter. Slaughter on the left side, dribbling out in between the circles. 3-2 zone implied by the Cardinals. Off to Slaughter. Slaughter out front. Back over to Slaughter. Slaughter with the shot. Off the back heel, no good. Ruffin with it underneath. And there it is. Ruffin with 2 points. That's what we talked about.
And Maury, she's one of the taller girls out on the floor tonight. Hadn't been often that the Panthers have a height advantage.
Galvan dribbling it. Weaver in the front. Off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the runner. 4-2. Panthers trying to break this half-court press. Off to Carter. Carter wide to Slaughter. Slaughter with it. Boxed out. And Southside will take the ball under their own basket. Jasmine Lee had position, but number 14 boxed her out. Good job there by Southside, not allowing second chance point. As Galvan will dribble up, a runner right outside the lane, a little floater, that's good. That's 2 points for Gabriela Galvan, 4-2. Lee with it, off to Carter. Carter with it, dribbles to the right side, picked up in the corner.
Down.
Now underneath to Lee. Lee with it, and it doesn't go. You're going to get a foul on number 4.
Good foul if you're Southside at that point right there, because she had a point-blank shot under the basket, and you had one down because I believe it was...
That was number 21 that was down.
21 that
was Gabriella Davis.
Yeah, she was hurting.
So Lee will go to the line for a pair. Early in the contest, 4-2, up and backboard and in.
I guess, Maury, I could be keeping score.
You are. It's 4-3. At the scoreboard, I don't know what it is on the computer. And another one in, so she makes both them from the charity stripe, 4-4. Gonzalez will cross the timeline, off to Galvan. Galvan out to Flores. Flores in between the circles, picked up by Carter. Drives in, the runner, no good, but they're going to get Carter, number 25, with the foul. First team foul on Medina Valley. That will send Flores to the line for one. It goes off the rim, no good. Second free throw. Up and that one all the way around and in. So a point for Flores. Slaughter with it to the corner to Ruffin. Now this side. to Slaughter. Slaughter to Ruffin at the top of the circle. Keyhole jumper, good for Ruffin. That's 4. Hot hand for the Panthers as Galvan will cross court, picked up by Perales. Over to Esquivel. Esquivel back to Davis. Davis up to the top to Galvan. Good job there on defense, and it's going to battle with it. And a timeout is called. And wow, I don't know how they got away with that timeout. It looked like it was a loose ball. But Coach Muncia gets the timeout. Furious ball game here, just 2 minutes into the contest. 6-5 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. 4 coming from Ruffin, 2 from Lee. Both teams scrappy on defense. Officials letting them get away with a lot here so far.
Letting them play, letting them fill each other out.
Yep.
But one thing I have noticed early on is that Southside's not had a problem getting into the paint. And you know, as a Panther defense, you've got one tall girl, and for sure you do not want her to get into foul trouble, and you don't. So you need to try to keep them outside the paint.
Flores
make them show you that they can make those outside shots.
Flores triggers the ball inbounds up to the top for the 3, no good. Rebound by Carter.
Southside does a good job of getting back. They got back quick. There were 4 of them back by the time she turned around.
Carter pounds out the dribble off to the left side. Down low over to Lee. Now back out to
running a little.
Trinity Dixon off to Carter for 3. No good.
Yep.
Carter with her own rebound going up. It's going to be blocked by Davis. Gets the rebound by Flores. Flores dribbling out. Picked up by Carter.
Southside's
out front
running
to
a little.
Galvan. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Ruffin.
Sorry, Maury, I was going to say
okay.
Southside's running a little 1-3-1 zone against the Panthers.
Trinity Dixon
They
cross
found
court
her.
to Lee.
There you
Good
go.
job. Give the assist to Trinity as she got it in there to Lee. Lee with the put up and 2, and we're going to have a foul. And I'm not sure who they called that one on.
I don't know, but I was just about to say that's where the weak spot is, on the weak side of that 1-3-1 zone. You get that little one running back and forth, and you can catch them sleeping in the backside.
So Flores will cross the timeline. Picked up now by Carter in between the circles. Zoned by the Panthers off to Esquivel. Esquivel to Galvan. Galvan out to Davis. Davis for the 3-pointer, no good. Rimmed out. And Trinity with the ball. Goes all the way coast to coast. Scoop, no good. Rebound by Dixon. No good. And Ruffin could not get it. Rebound by Flores.
Like what we see there, though, pushing the ball up, and you get a second chance opportunity.
3-pointer, long range, no good. Nothing but net. Nothing but air. As Carter gets the rebound, will cross the timeline.
She just double dribbled. Yeah, I was just going to say, she got a little lax with the ball there. Maury, but to go back to the Panthers, they're running a matching man-to-man offense, man-to-man defense, and what they're doing is they're sagging off, and they're telling them shoot those threes.
Yeah, shoot them and see if you can make them. As Galvan crosses the timeline, dribbles all the way in, a little keyhole jumper is good.
And then when you press them too hard, they go right around you, and that's why you got to kind of sag off a little bit and make them beat you from the outside. Make them make those shots.
Underneath the Lee over to Ruffin. Ruffin out front to Dixon. Dixon pounds out the dribble, picked up by Flores, underneath to Carter. Now over to Ruffin, now back to Dixon. Oh, and it's stolen out front, coast to coast, and a good job there by Carter.
Oh, that looked like she hit it off her thigh.
Looked like it went off of Southside, but they're going to give the ball to Southside. He triggered the inbounds into Galvan. Galvan picked up by Slaughter. Drives all the way in. Galvan with the runner in the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Out to Flores. Flores for 3. Good. Mackenzie Flores with the 3. And Carter will cross the timeline. Over to Trinity Dixon. Dixon pounds out the dribble. Drives to the left. Feeds it underneath the Ruffin. Ruffin off the rim. No good. And that's going to be out on Lee. As Southside will get the ball in Medina Valley. Looks like they will full court press now. So the ball is inbounds to Gonzalez. Gonzalez picked up by Lee. Bounce pass over to Flores. Flores crosses the timeline. Pounds it out. Kicks it out to the side. Davis with it. Davis out top to Galvan. Galvan picked up by Ruffin. Now Ruffin backs off, and Slaughter picks it up. Screen by Davis. Galvan all the way to the rim. Blocked by Ruffin. Galvan with the rebound. She gets it.
Maury, and once again, second chance opportunity.
Actually,
and
Jeff, that was the third chance they got.
This actually could be 6 points in the last 2 trips down because of second and third chance opportunities.
Ruffin with the foul. Galvan will go to the line for the and one. Free throw is up and good.
There it is. That's 6 points.
Carter with it. Southside playing back now. As Carter pounds it out in between the circles. Screen up top by Wynn. Now it's a loose ball on the floor. Flores with it. Off to the left side. Now kicks it back out. Is Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Galvan. Galvan with the left hand, and that's in. That's 9 points for Galvan. As Trinity Dixon pounds it out in between the circles. Screen set. Dixon with the three. No good. Nothing but air. 15-9 is the score. Ruffin back in. Carter out. Panthers picking up the Cardinals full course. Full court. Flores with it. Pounds it out the dribble. Picked up by Wynn. Cross the timeline. Davis with the screen set. Flores with the long three. Good. Dixon with it, drives all the way in. The runner is no good. We're going to get a foul. Go to the line. 21 with the foul. That's Gabrielle Davis. That is her first foul of the game. Trinity Dixon at the charity stripe. First one is up and good. Davis out. Gabriella Davis out for Southside. In the ball game is number 5, Garcia. Off to Garcia on the right wing, kicks it back out to Flores. Flores out with a three, no good, in and out. Rebound, fought for. And Garcia comes away with it, knocked it out of bounds by Ruffin. As Flores will trigger the inbounds. 1:45 left. Off to Flores. Flores with a runner, no good. Rebound by Ruffin. Wynn backs it back out in between the circles. Picked up, double team off to Lee. Lee with a little push off. Wynn with a three, no good off the heel. Rebound by Slaughter. Slaughter down underneath the Lee. Great rebound, as Jeff said, on the weak side. Off to Wynn, went off to Trinity Dixon. Screen set by Dixon, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. Garcia with it. She pulls it back out. Double coverage, that's going to be stolen by Lee. Lee to Wynn. Up top to Dixon. Dixon with a runner, no good. Had an open layup, could not get it. Now Galvan with it, kicks it out the Flores. And it's going to be Panther ball.
Back and forth.
As Slaughter will trigger the inbounds. 59 seconds left to go. Medina Valley trailing 18-11. Slaughter with it into Dixon. Dixon walks it across the timeline. Going to be picked up by Ortiz. A little push off.
Yep, they got it that
Dixon,
time.
as Ortiz had position, and a little forearm there on Trinity Dixon, and she's going to pick up her first foul. And Garcia will cross the timeline. Kicks it out. Galvan now off to the side to Ortiz. Ortiz is stolen by Dixon. Dixon off to Jasmine Lee, and that's another one. That's 7 points now in this quarter by Lee.
Dixon does a good job of creating. She just needs to be under control more.
A little bit, yep, as Galvan with it, kicks it underneath.
Ball you gotta grab it.
Flores, Gonzalez misses it. Now wide open three to Flores on the top. In! Wow, Flores with another three. That's 10 in the quarter for her as Dixon crosses the timeline. picked up, and it's no good. Wow. 21-13 after one period. As we'll take a commercial break, Panther basketball will continue in just a minute.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 21-13 as we start the second quarter. Flores with it inside, in between, pounds out the dribble. Now up top to Davis. Davis kicks it out to Flores. Flores with it, picked up by Slaughter. Now back out to Davis. Davis kicks it back out. Gonzalez with it, now picked up by Esquivel, and Esquivel with 2 points. That's her first 2 of the evening. That Slaughter crosses the timeline. At the top of this circle, Lee with it now to the left. Little weave by Lee and Wynn. Now back to Jasmine Lee. Now up top to Slaughter. Slaughter with a little runner, and it's going to be off of Southside. Medina Valley ball underneath. Sub in the ball game already. That's going to be Garcia. Garcia in for Ortiz. Wynn with the inbounds. Out top to Dixon. Dixon with a runner in the lane, and it's good. 2 more for Trinity Dixon. And it's 23-15. Galvan with it. Out top. Off the rim, no good. Backboard does not fall.
Good job on defense there. 1 shot.
Trinity Dixon all the way in with a runner. Gets it no good. Out top.
Little out of control there again.
Out to Garcia. Garcia with the runner, and that's in. 2 points for Garcia. As Slaughter with it, picked up by Flores. Drives in, little out of control. But let's see who they get with the foul. Look, that could have been on number 14. And that's a 14. That's Natalia Esquivel. That's her first foul. And Slaughter will go to the free throw line for a pair. Couple dribbles, free throw up and off the front iron, no good. 25-15, just a minute into the second quarter. Slaughter with the second, off the front, no good. Rebound by Ruffin. Ruffin kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon to the Slaughter. A little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound, and it's going to be off of Galvan. It's going to be Medina Valley's ball. Carter will come in now for Slaughter, as Wynn will trigger the inbounds. Underneath the Panther basket, off to Carter on the left. Dribbles to the top, now back to the left. Picked up by Flores. Flores with a little runner in the lane by Carter, and that's good.
Nice move there.
As Gonzalez crosses the timeline, off the floor is a long 3. Off the rim and hits the wire up top.
There's
slide out for the Panthers.
There's one you only giving up 1 shot. Yep. That's one way to do it.
That's it. Southside with somewhat of a full-court press. Dixon with it, off to Carter, now to Ruffin underneath. Lee with the fast break, off the Wynn, good pass. Wynn with a basket. Panthers with good movement. As Garcia will kick it out. Drives in, out of control, rebound by Lee, off to Wynn, now to Carter in the middle. Carter picked up double team. by Flores.
Good screen up top
Garcia
to get her free. Oh, and then she wasn't ready for the pass.
tried to get it into Ruffin, and Ruffin took her eye over it. I think she thought Lee was going to put up the jump shot. As Camarillo comes into the game now for Southside. And Galvan triggers the inbounds. Esquivel back to Galvan. Galvan picked up by Carter, screened by Esquivel. Galvan off to the side to Garcia. Garcia dribbles, Wynn with a good defense. Good steal by Wynn. Now Garcia gets it right back. Off to the edge to Flores. Flores with a three. No good. Rebound by Ruffin. Out to Wynn. Wynn 1-on-3. Has to back it back out. Dixon with it now. Up top, Lee with it down underneath. It's stolen by Esquivel. Kicks it out to Galvan. Galvan with it. Kicks it underneath. She's going to travel with it. Gabrielle Davis comes back into the ball game. Esquivel out for Southside. Carter triggers the inbounds pass to Dixon. Dixon crosses the timeline. Picked up at the top of the circle. Carter off to the right. Drives in. A little runner off to Ruffin. Ruffin good. 2 points for Tori Ruffin underneath. Panthers moving the ball around good.
You know, what the Panthers are doing right now is they're getting the ball deep in the paint, and they're able to find the shooter.
Garcia with the three, way off. Good rebound by Lee. One shot as Dixon crosses the timeline. Picked up by Davis. Now kicks out to Carter. Carter for three. Yes! Oh. Carter with 5 in the quarter. We have a 1-point game. Galvan with it. Now off to Garcia. Garcia back to Galvan. Galvan for three. Has it.
Wow. They got a couple of girls, Maury, that just like to, they see the rim and they're going to put it up. And they shoot it and they make it them.
As Dixon will cross the timeline.
We knew Galvan was one of their top players.
Picked up by Davis. Oh, yes. Carter with it. Off to Dixon. Dixon for a long three. No good. Rebound fought for.
Oh, take the shot. Oh.
Wow, I wish she would have challenged Pepper.
She was trying to be too much of a teammate.
Galvan throws that one away.
Sometimes if you got the shot, you just got to take it.
And I think if she wouldn't have, she'd have got drew enough body to where she'd have got the foul. 28-24. Dixon will walk it across the timeline. Dixon, Carter, Ruffin, Lee, and Wynn in the ball game for you, Panthers. Lee with it, kicks it out to Carter. Carter for a long three, no good. Rebound by Camarillo. Camarillo hands the ball off to Galvan. Galvan crosses midcourt, now the top of the key. In between the circles, picked up by Lee. Screen set by Camarillo. Three-pointer by Galvan, off the rim, no good. Carter with it. Dixon wants it up front, but Carter backs it back out. Dixon with it now in between the circles, picked up by Davis. Across top of the key, good.
Nice elbow jumper there.
Elbow jumper there for Ruffin for two. And Galvan will walk it across the timeline. Off to the corner to Flores. Flores with a three, in and out, rebound by Carter. Garcia picks Carter up full court. All the way down, pressure on her. Carter drives in, throws up a wild one. Oh. And Jeff, that was a wild pass there. Should have maybe backed that one out and worked it a little bit.
Yep, you're exactly spot on as always there, Maury.
28-26 though, the Panthers have cut the lead to 2. As Galvan will cross the timeline, picked up by Lee. Kicks it back out to Davis. Davis with a long three, no good off the heel. Rebound, Flores kicks it out to Camarillo. Camarillo with it. Looking for somewhere to throw to, off to Flores. And they're going to call a timeout.
What do we got, a full or?
He didn't motion.
Full. We're going full.
We'll take a commercial break, Jeff, and be back when Panther softball continues in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Sorry about that. I said softball, and Jeff, if we get a softball game and it's 28-26, wow, we're in for a long season. 2:06 left to go, 28-26. Southside with the inbounds. Out to the front to Galvan. Galvan picked up by Slaughter. All the way in, runner no good. Rebound by Lee, and she traveled with it. They're going to have a jump ball. And
could have gone either way on that one. They could have called traveling.
They called jump ball.
Yep.
That'll be Medina Valley's. As Camarillo comes back out, Esquivel back in for Southside. The Carter with it, picked up by Garcia. Now to Slaughter. Slaughter to win. Win it, throw it away, and it's stolen. Now it's back. Flores with it. Galvan with it. Three-point shot, a long three off the hill, no good. Lee with the rebound. Carter with it now, as she's picked up midway across the court by Garcia. Garcia with it, and they're going to say she carried it.
Yeah, we've had a couple of trips now more back and forth up and down the floor that have resulted in no points for either team.
Not even a shot on one of them. Galvan with it now, picked up by Slaughter. Now off to Garcia. Garcia off to Davis. Davis with it, picked up by Carter in between the circles. Now off to the left, off to the right with Garcia. Garcia to Esquivel. Esquivel out to Galvan. Screen set by Esquivel. Galvan with the runner, and no good, and it's going to be off of Medina Valley. It's going to be Southside's ball. As Gonzalez comes back in, Garcia out. Garcia's giving him good minutes off the bench. Back way out, top to Galvan. Galvan over to Flores on the left for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Carter.
Once again, Panthers are doing their job of, limiting Southside to one shot. Just got to
screen set up top.
Get something going on this end.
Yep. Carter with it, loses the ball, picked up by Flores. 3-on-2, but she chooses to pull it back out. Guarded on top by Lee in between the circles. Now off to Galvan. Galvan behind the back, drives in. Little wild shot there, and it's going to be Medina Valley's ball.
Now you got if you're Medina Valley,
go for this last shot.
Yeah, you want to hold you're within a bucket, so this is a perfect opportunity now to hold for the last shot.
And you have Dixon back in there for the Panthers, who can create at the rim. As Slaughter with it now, picked up by Galvan. Green tried to be set by
That was a travel. Yep.
She drug her feet.
Yep, she drug her plant foot. And now if you're Southside, you could run your offense.
Inbounds from Gonzalez to Galvan. Galvan signaling out the play. Picked up by Slaughter. Now off to Flores. Flores with it in between the circles. Now to the left. Now Galvan travels underneath. Tries to get in there among the Giants, and it's knocked away by Ruffin. Fought for. Dixon comes away with it. Fast break. Bounce pass. No good off the rim. It's going to come away with it. That's Gonzalez. Off to Galvan. Galvan with the runner. No good.
Survived.
Wow, survived.
That's all I can say.
And that's how this quarter ends, 28-26.
Sloppy finish to that.
Both ways.
Yeah, sloppy.
Teams got a little careless with the basketball in the last 2 minutes. Panthers do cut into that lead, 28-26. We're going to go to halftime, come back with totals when Panther basketball continues in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with zero down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Some points here for this evening's ball game. For Southside in that second quarter, Natalia Escovel with 2, Gabriela Galvan with 3, and Bethany Garcia with 2. Just 7 points in that quarter for the visiting Southside Cardinals. And for your Medina Valley Panthers, 5 for Kyla Carter, 4 by Tori Ruffin, 2 by Trinity Dixon, and 2 by J.J. Wynn for 13. 13 in the first, 13 in the second for 26. Southside with 21 in the first and 7 in the second. And Jeff, that quarter started out to where both teams looked like, they were controlling the ball good, and then about 2.5 minutes left to go, and it looked like they forgot really how to play basketball. It just got really, really sloppy. Not too many times did either team get off a shot in that last 2.5 minutes.
And the thing is, though, that Southside, when they did get off their shots, we were limiting them to 1 point. Now, at a point in the first quarter, Maury, at the end of the first quarter, actually, we talked off air about I could count 12 points off of second and third chance opportunities. So we did a much better job in the second quarter for that, and I think that's really going to be continued to be the game.
12 out of those 21 were second chance points in that first quarter for Southside. Right. And the Panthers, Jeff, what they did a little bit better in the second quarter is they got the ball underneath and they finished a few more at the basket.
Well, they were under control.
Yeah.
They did turn the ball over a lot. That, you correct the turnovers, but at the same time, how can you get on to them because they're trying to create? Their turnovers are caused by aggressive play. So, you kind of, if you're Coach Montgomery, you gotta give and take what you want. You want your kids to be creative and you want your girls to be attacking, but at the same time, you want them to be cautious with the ball. So maybe this is something that they've learned, over the course of this season.
But right now, it looks like Medina Valley has got just as good a basketball team as the visiting Southside Cardinals, and this is one here that can turn the Panther season around. If you can get one from one of the leaders up top and get the second round started with a win, you're really on a roll here to make some damage here in the second quarter. In the second half of this district
you look
play.
at it, what is it going to take to get in? Probably 8 wins, 6 wins, maybe. 6 or 7 wins.
I think you could get in with 6 and 8. I think,
But you're going to have either way you look at it, you're going to have some things happen outside of what you can control.
What you need to do is the 3 leaders ahead of you, you need them to win every ball game except when you play them.
Yeah.
Because then the other ones are going to get knocked off.
Right.
And this is your chance to do that against one of the better ones.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's always a chance.
There is a chance. But, more than anything, you want to continue to try to build what you've brought into this program if you're Coach Montgomery. And they're young. We've talked about this. The girls are young. I'm not sure if there's a senior on the team. I thought there was one. I thought the Perales girl may have been a senior.
She might be.
But she's not playing tonight. I see her sitting up here in the bleachers, so I don't know what's going on there. But besides the fact, you got a young team and you want to, mold your own culture here for Panther basketball. So whatever may happen, I don't know. I think I misspoke. I don't think that's that girl. But anyway, keep doing what you do and try to get better each and every time you go out on the floor.
Well, and you look at the team that's out there. Last year, it looked like coming into this year you were going to have a bevy of returners. You lost both of your point guards. You lost 2 or 3 of your girls that were going to be underneath players that chose to play a different sport or to different school or didn't play. And Coach Montgomery is having to work some magic here. And right now, as the season goes on, you can see the girls are buying into his system and learning to play the games that he wants to be played. And it's showing tonight. You're playing one of the top heavy teams in Southside, and the Panthers have answered every time Southside's tried to make a little run. The Panthers have answered back. So the game is right there, Jeff. You're down by 2 points.
Yeah, you got to feel good about yourself right now.
Great about yourself.
And and with that being said, the last 2 minutes of that first half, you could have probably and should have probably had the lead.
Should have had the lead, yes.
But the shots didn't fall, so you just got to keep putting them up there off the backboard and hoping that something will catch the bottom of the net.
And I look for, in this second half, I look for Southside to work the ball around a little bit more, work the ball inside, and they're getting some shots around the rim, Jeff, but their shots that are thrown up in their prayers. They're wild.
They're one girl that likes to drive. Galvan she's the only one that can beat anybody off the dribble, and I don't think she can beat you off the dribble. But you got to make sure you cover up those outside shooters on those long shots and don't give up any long cheap rebounds.
Well, and Galvan is going in there and she's trying to challenge the Giants underneath. And so far, Ruffin has won the battle every time Galvan has tried to drive in.
That's another point. The referees, the officials have let them play.
Yep.
They could be calling ticky-tack touch fouls
and
every time.
And I'm glad they're letting them play. Let's hope it don't change here in the second half because the girls got an idea of what to expect. So Gonzalez will trigger the inbounds as the possession arrow goes to Southside to Galvan. Slaughter will pick up Galvan. She crosses the timeline. Off to Flores. Flores Esquivel with the screen up top. Now over to stolen by Slaughter. Slaughter will drive all the way in, and it's good. Destiny Slaughter with 2.
Good hands. She had active hands on that possession.
As Galvan with it now, drives in. Off to the side to Davis. Davis with it. Now kicks it back up to Flores. Flores really going to get a reaching foul on Lee. As that's Lee's first foul. As Gonzalez Esquivel will trigger the inbounds. Flores with it. Ruffin goes back underneath. Picked up by Slaughter. Flores with it. Now dribbles in between the circles. Now to Esquivel. Esquivel with it. Now back to Flores. Flores back to the right. Off to Gonzalez, stolen away Trinity Dixon with it. Runner no good. Rebound fought underneath. We're going to have a jump ball that's going to go to Medina Valley. It looked like Dixon was going to give Medina Valley the lead, but he went in and out. As Carter will trigger the inbounds. Panthers looking for the first lead of the ball game. Out top, and it's stolen by Flores. That was an ill-advised pass.
That was a how do you do the telegraph sound?
Kicked
telegraph
out.
That one.
Esquivel with it. Now up top to Galvan. Picked up by Slaughter. Galvan all the way in. Wild shot, no good. Rebound by Esquivel. Kicks it back out to Gonzalez.
I had a coach once tell me, Maury, that ball's going to the same spot every time. There's no reason to stand there and look at it. I think that was Carl Blakemore told me that. There's no reason to stand there underneath the basket and watch it. He said, go find somebody to block out. Get position.
Runner no good by Slaughter. Galvan with it. Off 1-and-1. Carter with it. Slaps it away. Galvan with it. No good. Rebound by Ruffin. Trinity Dixon with it. Poked away. Esquivel comes up with it. Off to Flores. Flores crosses the timeline, driving it in, picked up by Ruffin.
Good job by Ruffin there.
Yep, never gave away, held her own ground. The Slaughter comes with it, crosses the timeline. Off to Dixon. Dixon picked up by Galvan. Galvan slows the dribble down, cross court to Lee, back to Ruffin. Ruffin top of the circle, off the rim, no good.
He hit that little elbow jumper earlier.
She had a good shot, had a good look at us. Galvan with it, dribbles across. Now a long three, and that's good by Gonzalez.
I was just about to say there were 4 Panthers in the paint that time trying to stop Galvan, and she found the girl open on the three-point line.
Slaughter with it out to Carter. Carter with it, top of the circle. Now down low to Ruffin. Ruffin with it. Good job of feeding the ball in to the big gal. Ruffin with 2. As Galvan will bring it across the timeline, picked up by Slaughter. Off to Flores. Flores with a long 3. That's good. Michaela Flores with 3. So 2 3-pointers back to back.
And
stolen by Davis. Davis off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to give it away. Now she keeps it. Pounds out the dribble in between the circles. Off to Esquivel. Esquivel drives in all the way. Little runner, no good. Had a good look at it, but could not get it to go. And Starter comes away with it. Picked up by Davis. Now the Carter drives underneath and loses control. Tried to get a foul there, Jeff, but she just lost control of it. A little out of control.
Well, and the way they're calling the game, you're not going to get that call, you know.
Garcia comes into the ball game. Gonzalez out.
Might have been a little hip check.
Could be. 34-30. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Galvan with it. Crosses the timeline, picked up by Lee, out to Flores, picked up by Slaughter. Now off to the left, driving, Esquivel with it. Esquivel to the top of the circle, drives it in, kicks it back out. Garcia with the 3, off the front, no good, rebound by Carter. Carter with it, double teamed in the backcourt, now gets it to Trinity Dixon. Dixon with it all the way, runner in the lane, it's good, they're going to get a foul.
Now that could have been a foul out on the floor, Maury, as number 14.
That was Esquivel.
She stood out there, and she actually put a forearm shiver in her, and she went right around it. So there could have been a foul, but
luckily it was called
after the
shot. A little later, yeah. So 3-point play, and that's good. Dixon with the old-fashioned 3. 1-point ball game. Halfway through the fourth as Galvan picked up by Lee. Galvan drives in. A runner, no good. Good job by Ruffin. Now notice stolen by Flores. Flores with it. Drives in. Runner in the lane. Off the heel, no good. Gets her own rebound. Now she backs it back out. Gets away from the Giants. Picked up by Slaughter. Dribbling around now to Galvan for a long 3. No good. Rebound by Carter. Good backside rebound by Carter. She's going to dribble it across the timeline.
Good defense there by the Panthers.
Absolutely. Screen set at the top of the key. Carter with a runner in the lane. It lands on the rim and doesn't go, but Lee with the rebound. And they're going to have a reach-in foul on number 3, Flores.
Never heard a whistle.
He called a reach-in foul. I know that. I didn't hear the whistle either, but I heard the play. I saw the play. It stopped. Carter will trigger the inbounds to Dixon. Dixon with it, picked up by Garcia. Bounce pass underneath to Lee. Lee kicks it back out. Carter with it. It's knocked away by Galvan. Out to Slaughter. Panthers wanted a foul there, but that was all ball.
Yeah, it's funny to hear him, though, after, the rough play that's been going on both sides. And there was a double dribble.
She carried it again.
Yeah, she pinned it right on her hip.
Yep.
But the rough play is going on both sides.
Yep. Davis kicks it back to Galvan. Galvan drives in. A wild runner in for Galvan.
Galvan, she said, I'm tired of going left. I'm going to switch over and go to the right.
All the way in by Dixon.
That should have been a foul.
Wow, no foul. Esquivel with it. Now it's rebounded by Galvan. Out to Davis. Garcia leading it, but they're going to pull it back out as Davis kicks it to Esquivel. Esquivel thinking about the long three. Wide open. No good. Rebound on the back by Carter. That was a good look there by Esquivel.
Yeah.
All the way in, a wild shot by Dixon, gets her own rebound. We're going to have a foul on Esquivel. As that's 3 fouls on Esquivel, as Camarillo will come back into the ballgame. And Jeff, now it's getting way too out of hand.
Yeah,
Officials need to take charge here.
Yeah, you'll start seeing them call
more. They need to settle this a little bit.
They'll call a few
as
more.
Carter will trigger the inbounds.
As the fans get fired up, the play gets a little rougher.
Flores with the steal, saves it. Oh no, couldn't save it on the edge. As the ball goes out, as the Panthers trail by 3, 36-33, 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the third. Slaughter with it, picked up by Flores. Slaughter drives inside, top of the key, kicks it back out to Wynn. Wynn out to Dixon. Dixon guarded tight by Garcia. Dixon with it, loses it. And it's going to be out on Southside. Panthers will inbounds. Dixon will trigger the inbounds pass. Nobody guards the inbounds pass. Bounce pass to Carter. Carter with a wild shot and throws it away. Carter looking for a foul. Camarillo with it, knocks it away.
You don't let them take you out of your game by looking for fouls. Go in there and be aggressive.
Win with it, back out to Carter. Carter now to Dixon, picked up by Galvan. Bounce pass underneath. We're going to have Camarillo with a foul.
Yeah, a little reach foul. That
and Jeff, that's the 4th foul. One more foul and the Panthers will shoot 2 as they change that rule.
Right. Stay aggressive. Oh, no.
Lee with it, saves it. Now Davis with it. Lee with it, off of her leg, saved by...
She's out, yep.
Slaughter, and Jeff, that didn't look good at the beginning. Panthers were just throwing wild passes around there.
Never could get control of the ball and set in their offense.
Galvan will cross timeline, picked up by Lee. Pounds out the dribble, drives all the way in. Oh, looked like she traveled. And they're going to say she got it. And they're going to call the foul on either Lee or Wynn. And it's going to be on Lee. And did they give her the basket?
Yep.
I think they did. So a 3-point play here for Galvan. Up and no good. Rebound by Wynn. Kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon with it. Drives in.
Boy, Dixon's got one speed.
Yep, and it's full blast. And sometimes you got to pull it, kick it back out. Flores with it. Now back to Galvan. Galvan with it. She drives in once again. The runner is good. 6 points in the quarter for Galvan. And Coach Montgomery with a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 1:12 left. And Jeff, this last 2 minutes has just been a thing where Medina Valley seems like they're taking themselves out of it, kind of throwing up some wild runners in the middle where it looked like they were working the ball around and kind of got lackadaisical again and throwing stuff up.
Yeah, turnovers have cost them last minute. Well, 48 seconds really, because I looked up and it was just 30, I think it was 36, 33. And so you've let them have a couple of easy buckets now, and it kind of changes the complexity of the quarter. It was a 2-point game, and now you'd love to get it back to a 2-point game, but it's gonna start on defense.
Yep.
You got to make this shot too. You got to make your shots.
So the Panthers, with 1:12 left to go here in the third, trail by 7. Lee, Carter, Slaughter, Wynn. And number 3 checks into the ball game now. Clarissa Martinez for the Panthers. Out to Carter. Carter with it. Picked up by Davis. She crosses the timeline. Signaling it out. She wants the people to go. Slaughter with it. Drives all the way in. That's a bad shot.
Yeah.
She drove in and nobody gave away. Kind of forced it. And Southside will get the ball with 1 minute left. Galvan will bring it across. Full court pressure. She's picked up by Lee. Now crosses the timeline. Kicks it out to Garcia. Garcia drives it around to the left side. Kicks it underneath. Tries to get Camarillo. Camarillo can't come up with it.
Get on the floor.
Now she's got it. It's a jump ball. And who's it going to go to? Going to go to Southside with 45 seconds left.
Good defense here.
Out to Garcia. Garcia with it. Now to the top of the circle to Galvan. Galvan down low to Camarillo. Up and good. First 2 points of the ball game by Camarillo.
I was going to say, she hadn't done that very often.
Fed it off. Instead of taking it all the way in.
She's usually trying to take the shot herself.
Carter with it now in between the circles. Out to Wynn. Wynn with it. Top of the key. Off the heel. No good. Fought for. Camarillo comes up with it. Off to Galvan. Let's see if they play for the last shot with 15 seconds left. Kicked off to Davis. Davis with a long 3. Has it. Wow, that might have been a dagger. It's a long 3 as Carter crosses the timeline with 6 seconds left to go. Screen set by Wayne. Carter with a long 3. It's tipped by Davis, and that is out. And 45-33 is your score as we end the third quarter. Panthers have work to do when Panther basketball continues in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the fourth. And Jeff, at one time it was a 2-point lead when this quarter started.
Yep.
Panthers held their own till the last 3.5 minutes, and they were outscored 17-7 in the quarter. 2 by Slaughter, 2 by Ruffin, 3 by Dixon, 3 by Flores, 3 by Gonzalez, 3 by Davis, 6 by Galvan, and 2 by Camarillo. As Carter will bring it across the timeline, off to Slaughter. Slaughter picked up by Garcia. Now up to the top of the key. Jumper by Ruffin, in and out, no good. Rebound underneath by Galvan. Picked up by Lee. She crosses the timeline. Galvan with it, tries to find Camarillo. Camarillo can't, it's stolen underneath as Carter comes away with it. Drives all the way down, a long shot. That's going to be off of number 3, Flores. Do we have a timeout already? 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 30 seconds into the quarter, no score. Carter drove in. Ball was slapped away by Flores, so side out as Medina Valley will trigger the inbounds pass underneath their own basket. Cold last 2 days, Jeff, and tonight I think ain't supposed to be much more relief, and then we got a couple of days of nice weather, and then I think it's supposed to be another
cold again this weekend.
Cold front again this weekend.
Not as
severe, but at least we didn't have none of that wet stuff with it. So Slaughter will trigger the inbounds under the Panther basket. Martinez waiting for it outside, but it's kicked away. And that might have jammed some fingers on Carter. But nevertheless, she's going to stay in the ball game. And now she's going to trigger the inbounds pass. As Martinez was hollering for it, she was open out front, but they didn't get it to her. Ruffin with it now, back to Carter. Carter to Slaughter. Slaughter drives underneath, the wild shot. She's going to get bailed out by Flores. The Panthers need to make these from the charity stripe here with no time running off the clock. These are big free throws. Carter settles, a couple dribbles, spins the ball. Up and, oh, wow, in and out, no good. As that ball was halfway down in the cylinder and then popped out. So Slaughter steps to the line once again. Couple of dribbles, spins it. Good look at it, and that was nothing but net. There we go. As Galvan will pound out the dribble, it's going to picked up by Slaughter. Flores on the left wing. Dribbles out, picked up by Martinez. Drives it in, kicks it back out to Garcia. Garcia out to Davis. Davis over to Galvan. Screen set by Camarillo. Off to the corner. Long three. Good.
Boy.
That's Bethany Garcia with a three-pointer. And Carter with it now. Picked up by Davis. Davis with it. Not giving any ground. Thought about a three, but kicks it back out. Slaughter with it. Drives underneath. Kicks it back out to Martinez. Martinez with the shot. No good. Off the rim. Ball is trying to save by Carter, but it's going to be out. And they're going to give the ball to Medina Valley. As Martinez will come out, Wynn will come in. Wynn will trigger the inbounds pass. Carter with it. She steps across the timeline, over and back. Wow, that's a costly one. That's just not being aware of where you are on the court. As Flores will trigger the inbounds. Galvan will get it picked out by Slaughter. Camarillo waiting to give her a screen at the top. Gets it all the way in. We've seen Galvan do that, but wow.
All that time.
Ruffin looked like she had good position, but let's see who they get. And they're going to get number 40, Ruffin, as Galvan will go to the line for two. First free throw is up and no good off the front heel, off the front of the rim, no good. Couple of dribbles, settles. Free throw up and that one is good. So Slaughter will bring it across the timeline, picked up by Garcia. Ruffin with the screen set. Now it's back over to Carter. Carter picked up by Davis. Davis with the runner. Going to get Camarillo with the foul. First foul on Camarillo. Carter will go to the line. The Panthers desperately need to make these free throws here. First free throw is up and off the front of the heel, no good.
Got to hit those at the charity stripe when you're down by 15.
Lucero Reyes comes into the ball game. Lee out. As Carter dribbles, settles. Second free throw is off the heel, no good, all the way around. Rebound by Davis. Off to Galvan. Not sure why Galvan wants to force the issue. They have a 14-point lead. Out to Davis. Long three for Flores. Off no good. Backside rebound by Garcia, but it's thrown away. Ruffin comes up with it off to Carter. Picked up in the backcourt by Flores. Flores hassling in between the circles as Carter pounds out the dribble with the left. Now to the right. Now back to the left. Dribbles in. Reyes looks for it. Kicks it out. Out to Slaughter. Slaughter guarded by Davis. Challenges in and Camarillo with good defense. Garcia with it. Now she backs it back out. Gives it to Galvan. Now Galvan running time off the court. Flor Reyes with it. Up to Camarillo. Top of the circle. No good. Rebound off the heel. Rebound by Reyes. Gives it up to Carter. Carter with it, picked up by Garcia. Garcia with it. Davis with the steal. See if Davis goes all the way, and she does. And no foul called on Carter. Now she gets it off, gets it away to Slaughter. Little bump in the backcourt, but no foul. Slaughter kicks it out to Reyes. Reyes with it. It's stolen away by Garcia, but out of bounds. As Ortiz comes into the ball game for Davis. Off to Slaughter on the inbounds. Now to Carter for a side jumper on three. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath by Galvan. Out to Flores. Flores crosses the timeline, picked up by Carter. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. 15-point lead for the Cardinals. Screen set on top of the key. Galvan kicks it out. Ortiz with it. Ortiz back to Galvan. Now across the floors. Now to Garcia. Now to Flores. Now to Camarillo. Top of the circle, and she throws it away. Trinity Dixon will come back to the ball game. J.J. Wynn will go to the bench. Carter will bring the ball across the timeline. 4:18 left to go. Picked up by Flores. Screen tried to be set by Ruffin on the in between the circles. We're going to get a timeout called by Coach Montgomery. Not sure what it is, if it's a 4 or a 20.
Another 30.
So we'll stay here.
Staying here.
So we're staying right here with 4:09 left. Kind of desperation time now with half the quarter left. The Panthers trail 15, 49-34.
So what else is going on, Maury?
Not much.
Not much.
That's Panthers with 1 point in this quarter, and the Southside Cardinals with 4. So not much scoring halfway through the quarter. A lot of wild runners, a lot of turnovers.
And talk about Friday. Friday, Maury and Jared are going to be on with the Panther boys team. They'll be here taking on somebody. I don't even remember who it was. Maury, do you remember?
Nope.
I'll have to go back and look.
Dixon will get it from Slaughter on the inbounds. Picked up by Garcia. Now off to Carter. Picked up by Galvan. Now in the middle, and it's stolen by Ortiz as it was off for Ruffin. Bounce pass to the big girl. She could not control it, and that's when you need to get it up and not bounce pass.
Eagle pass win.
Underneath the Galvan, wide open. Good job there, working the ball around.
And Maury, somebody tonight over at Southside was going to get their first district win.
So Carter with it. Pounds out the dribble, picked up by Galvan. Now to Ruffin. Reyes with it now. A wild shot there by Carter. She just threw that up out of control as Galvan will pick it back up. Flores with it now, slowing it down, running some time off the clock. Long three by Flores, no good. That's Trinity Dixon with it. Dixon all the way in. Now she gets in a little trouble. Now it's off to Reyes, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the Panthers will have it, I believe. It's the last one I thought went to. But no, they're going to say it is Southside.
Looks like Coach Montgomery.
Slaughter out, Carter out, Wynn back in, along with Clarissa Martinez. Galvan with it now, running some time off the clock. Screen set by Camarillo. Galvan kicks it back out to Garcia. Garcia with a long three, and rebound by Reyes. And I'm not sure why they're even shooting the ball. They got a 17-point lead.
You got a bunch of subs in there.
I know, but no, this is Southside. They got their starter still in.
Starter still in, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
now Garcia will come out, but Garcia wasn't a starter, but she was in there most of the time. As Martinez will trigger the inbound, stolen away by Flores. Now Flores just working some time off the clock. Kicks it out to Niemer. Niemer over to Ortiz. Ortiz with it, drives in, a little runner in the lane, no good. Backside rebound, fought for. Come away with it by Ortiz. Ortiz kicks it out to Flores. Flores to Galvan. Flores with a long three, off the rim, no good, fought for. And the rebound is taken away by Wynn. Wynn drives down, backs it up. Now drives back in on the left side. Batted away by Flores. Now Martinez with it, back to Wynn. Wynn drives in. She steps on the sideline.
No, they're going to get a foul.
Oh, wow. I don't think he was watching her feet, Jeff.
No.
He couldn't have. Wow. He wasn't even watching where she was running. And the Panthers will benefit from that foul, as Martinez will trigger the inbounds pass.
Maury, it's cold in this gym.
It's getting cool. Reyes with the long three, no good. Backside rebound. Tried to get it by Dixon, and Dixon loses it out of bounds. Subs now in the ball game as Gonzalez comes back in.
Well, this says it's
and
only
Davis
28.
comes back in.
It's only 28 degrees outside, Maury. It's supposed to get a lot colder.
And about 26 in here.
It says only to 17.
As Gonzalez pounds out the dribble in between the circles, picked up by Wynn. Giving it away to Niemer. Niemer with it, drives with it, loses the control, Ruffin with it, off to Dixon. Dixon bounces it to Wynn. Wynn with it up, and it's no good. I think we're going to get number 4 with the foul. And that's who it is. That's Allison Gonzalez with her second foul. That'll send Wynn to the line for a pair. Free throw up and good. As Wynn gets on the board for the Panthers, her first point of the ball game. Couple of bounces, settles, free throw up, and nothing but net. 51-36. Ortiz dribbling across the timeline. Now drives in, kicks it back out. Now over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbling around, keeps control.
Timeout.
The timeout with 59 seconds left to go in the ball game, and I really don't understand.
Boy,
that.
she's
getting on
she's
them
coaching
for not moving the ball around, just trying to dribble out the clock, and they're dribbling on their knees and stuff like that. But nevertheless, get the timeout. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a 30, but they changed it to a full because I think she was out of 30s. So we will stay here.
We'll stay here.
But, Maury, end of next week or so, we'll start advertising for spring sports. It's about that time. You feel the weather change, right? It got cold, so it's about time for softball and baseball season.
And I can tell you one thing. If it's 18 degrees and there's a softball game, I'm not going unless I'm inside.
I don't think we have any dome stadiums.
No, inside a press box.
Oh, inside a press box. Yeah, we got a few of those. But we will be doing some soccer games coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Niemer triggers the inbounds to Davis. Davis with it, drives in, now kicks it back out. Niemer with it, now out to Camarillo. Camarillo with it. Now back to Ortiz. Ortiz with it, off to Davis. Working it around, running some time. A long shot, and that's good by Camarillo. Top of the circle for a shot. Now Trinity Davis with it, underneath the Wynn. Good pass and a good shot by J.J. Wynn. Wynn with 4 points in this half, as Gonzalez will cross the timeline. Out to Ortiz. Ortiz with a long three. Number 23, Posada Ortiz with a three. 17 seconds left. Wynn with it. Picked up by Ortiz. Picked up now back out to Dixon. Dixon just dribbling it out. Screen set by Ruffin. Dixon drives in. Ortiz with it out front to Davis, and Davis will just dribble it out, and that's where we end. 57-38. Well, it was a close ball game at half, a 2-point game.
I think it should have been 40 because we got that last bucket, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with, 57-40.
So we will be back with final thoughts and points of the game when Panther basketball continues in just a minute.
right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
All right. Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers come up short tonight with a 57-38 loss. It was 2 points at halftime, and then Southside just outscored the Panthers by 10 in the third quarter and by 6 in the fourth quarter. Scoring for tonight goes like this. For the Panthers, Destiny Slaughter with 3. Janasia Lee with 7. Kyla Carter with 5. Trudy Ruffin with 10. Off the bench, Trinity Dixon with 7. And J.J. Wynn with 6. For your visiting Southside Cardinals, Michaela Flores with 13. Allison Gonzalez with 5. Natalie Esquivel with 2. Gabriela Davis with 3. Gabriela Galvan with 21. Off the bench, Bethany Garcia with 5. Katie Camarillo with 4. And Persia Ortiz with 3. Those are your scores for tonight. And Jeff, the Panthers were in it till the second half, and just got
halfway through the third quarter.
Yep, kind of took up some wild shots, but you're seeing improvement every week. You're playing one of the top teams in district tonight. So I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without them this game is not possible. Join us Friday as we will be here live. I should be able to help Jared, depending on the situations, but I should be here.
And if you're not, he'll roll solo.
So with that said, for Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stein saying good night, God bless, and stay warm.